Hello. Thank you, everybody, for joining us for readings. I am honored to be sharing space with SunPsychic Jean.
Hi, everybody.
And the amazing, where's your thing? Wisdom Seeker Joan.
Hi, thanks for having us.
Yes, I'm TarotStache. All of us do private readings. Links are below for how you can get a hold of us, especially this time of the year when it's like, ooh, what about this? What about that? So we're available for that. And let me start by saying this is for entertainment purposes only. Do not make decisions based upon what we say. Seek professional assistance, really. Please, we're simulcasting. So everybody, please go over to all of the channels, like, share, and subscribe. It's free. It helps us. It's apparently what the machine wants, YouTube. When we're done with the video, after refresh your screen, leave a comment. So it's all good. So, but how are the two of you?
I'm doing really well, Gerald. And nobody gets all of the homework or the house cleaning out of the way like you do. That was brilliant. Oh. Very well done. Very well presented. And we really do appreciate each and every one of you and all the ways that you do support all of our channels.
Yep.
And I think we are trying to get Wisdom Seeker Joan up to her next. I was just trying to see where it was, where she is at this time.
I think I'm around 420.
Yeah, so we need to get her to 500, you guys.
Sweet.
And that's my goal for the end of the year.
Yes, Wisdom Seeker Joan needs 500 subscribers. Go over there right now. Right now. I'll wait.
Thank you, everyone.
Yeah.
Especially
do it.
Jean and Gerald. Thank you.
So if one of my mods could put her link in, I would appreciate it. I want to say thank you to everybody who has been following along with the Glimmer Globe stuff that I've been doing on my channel. Glimmers are the opposite of triggers. And when we have those moments when we feel in sync, we feel all of our bodies, our heart, our mind, our soul, our chakras, physical, emotional, spiritual bodies are all lined up. We have this moment of safety. So Glimmer Globe was about capturing those for 22 days. I've got videos on my channel. Here's my globe that I was doing. It was so much fun because
wow.
When we focus on these amazing things, we find more of them.
Yes.
We find more of them. Thank you, Merita. Thank you. And Viviani has also added it. So,
thank you so much.
And Tom Early Ritual, who I owe an email because I'm hoping that I can get Tom on my channel tomorrow.
Wow.
Yes. So, all right, let's say hi to some people. And one of the things that we were talking about, a question that we are putting out there that we would be excited to do readings on is, in what way can I be co-creating in 2024? We'll still do other questions. So if you want a message from a loved one, please include their name and relation. Consider this one. So, all right, saying hi to everybody because right now there are 30 of the best chatters. And all 30 of those are actually going over to Wisdom Seeker Joan's channel. We're going to get you to 500.
Oh, that would be so great. Thank you.
So Sherry, Voices from the Swamp, is here. And Randy is here. Jackie's Crystal Moon. Janice, good to see you. Fogo Pogo, Kaylee is here. Deb K, look at this. This is great. Our Shining Lights is here. Love it. Viviani. Kristen, hello. Wiki, again, best chatters. Best chatters. Samantha. And Tom, early ritual. Tom, expect an email from me after this. Janice, I have your question. Let's see. Amanda Carroll is here. Thank you for being here. Sherry, Trancing with Spirit. Deb K. I've probably missed some people, so my apologies. There's Hershey, the shadow reader. Craig is here. Hi, Craig Dixon. Good to see you. And did I say Amanda Carroll already? Well, I've said Amanda Carroll a second time if I did. Sherry Kirk is here. Hello. Well, it has been a while since the three of us been together. And as soon as we're done, we're going to schedule some more of them, I think.
Oh, wonderful. Wonderful, everybody. Thank you, everybody, for being here. It's so nice to see everybody. And I want to know how everybody's holidays were and what you have planned for the new year. Go ahead and pop that in there. I know Sherry's probably having a party, right, Sherry?
I would think so. That sounds like something Sherry would do. And T-Barb is here. Hello. All right. Craig, I have your question. Samantha, Somaliza is here. Hello. Good to see you. Got your question. So, and again, if you are curious about co-creating in 2024, here's a question that can help. Janice, I've got your question a second time. I can see, because we are we're simulcasting, we can see all of the chat. So, and we've got 6 sets of eyes on it.
Yes, absolutely. So what we mean by co-creating is what is something that I can work on or work towards or create my intentions, focus on, and or allow or let go. All of these things are something that involves our input, our effort, our action steps. Yes. And it actually helps us along. It's almost like as soon as we start moving or taking action or moving forward, we absolutely walk right into a piece of guidance from our spirit guides, and we follow the breadcrumbs. I know that it happened to me. I made a decision to take a class, and all of a sudden, boom, boom, these things start falling right into my lap, and I was following them like breadcrumbs. And it's really very inspiring. And it just takes that change of focus or that change of perception. And so, yeah, that's what we mean by in what way can we co-create?
Yes. I love that idea of co-creation. I think the universe isn't a cash register.
Nope.
We have to show up. We have to do our part of it.
Right.
So, all right. We may have all of our questions, and I see Michelle Marie, Astrological Tarot, who I will be reading with her at 7 p.m. Eastern today. So, wow. And Randy said, I'm in Sedona, watched UFOs last night.
Whoa,
wow,
fun.
Randy. Oh my gosh.
Love that. So, all right. So I think right now we have 14 questions. So questions are paused. So we've got questions paused at this point, just getting caught up. And oh, yeah, I love it. Lucky Randy. So, all right. So, before we actually start, before we actually do all of the readings, Joan, what do you have coming up on your channel? I mean, Wisdom Seeker Joan, go over there and subscribe.
Well, let's see. Today is Wednesday, so I'm off until next Monday, January 1st, when Jean and Terry and I will do our Magic Monday. And then the next day on Tuesday, Thayer and I will be on my channel answering questions. And the third, next Wednesday, Juno and I will be on. And those are all three of those I'm looking forward to doing. But then after that, I'm having kind of a break. I'm having cataract surgery, sequentially one and then the other. So I'm not quite sure when I'll be back, but there'll be a bit of a break.
Well, you can listen.
Yeah, I can listen. I'll come on with an iPad so somebody else reads.
You'll just have your avatar up, and we'll hear the Joan voice. We'll read it real slow for Joan.
Maybe we can animate. Just have my mouth going like this.
I could probably make that happen.
Yeah, I bet you could. You are multi-talented, as well as being multidimensional.
And maybe for the here you go. And maybe for our next readings, I could come up with an intro and an exit just for the three of us.
Oh, that I would be so grateful. Oh my gosh, that would be so lovely.
So yeah. And this just in, Diana, oil painter, also known as Goddess Diana or Wonder Woman, is not in the car. She's normally always in the car when she's watching me. So, but Jean, what do you have coming up on your channel?
I'm going to be with Terry Lee and Terry Suzuki on our Friday's the triad. I'm sorry, the psychic triad on Friday the 29th, and that's at 4:30 Eastern. And then I'll be with Allie, Heart and Soul Connected, on Sunday at 1 p.m. Eastern. And then I also have Valerie from Illumination Portal. She's going to be joining me on Sunday after Allie's show. And I'm really excited. I'm going to watch your show with Michelle, and the astrology is where it's at, you guys. And I just can't get enough of it.
Yes. It's on Astrological Tarot. I'm simulcasting it too. So, yes, Randy, I do produce those introductions. I basically create them. So I have a lot of fun with that. So that's great. And I'm with Michelle Marie tonight. I believe Tom from Early Ritual would be with me tomorrow. And then this weekend, I'm doing a whole bunch of stuff with, I've got the Cool Crown. I'm doing something with Hershey, the Shadow Reader. That'll be fun. And so it's just easier if everybody likes and subscribes, because that way they can get notified.
Mm-hmm.
So all right. So we've got a whole lot of questions, and we do these in random order. And so, all right, we're going to start with our shining lights would like to know, in what way can I co-create, please?
Well, I just was guided to pull a card, and I got the Dream Thief, and it says refusal of the call. So I think that in 2024, you will no longer be refusing the call, our shining lights, that your dream will come true. You, and look at that. Look at all those feathers. Look at all that. Wow. And I just feel as though with everyone, but especially with you, our shining lights, that your awareness will be like tickled, is what I'm hearing. Your awareness will be tickled, and you'll be guided. Yeah. So how about you, Joan?
That's interesting, because I got right away I got the word release, or let go of worry and let go of control. And then they showed me a picture of someone with their hands like this, and they let go of this beautiful butterfly that went flying off. And that the butterfly, let it go, and it'll take you where you need to go. It'll go where it will. And we're focusing on the way, as you're watching the butterfly fly off. Butterflies are great. They they travel thousands of miles to get to their wintering migratory grounds and everything. But they fly in a way that looks so inefficient because they're kind of floppity here and there, but somehow they make it work for them. So even though if it might not seem like a straight line to where you really want to go, just follow your bliss, follow the butterfly, and don't feel like you have to control every flap of its wings.
Our shining lights, I have for you, I picked 2 cards, and both of them are major arcana. Oh, look, sorry. And even the computer thinks it's a good idea. So the first card I have for you is Death, which says it is important for you to put away and honor the things that have served you in the past that are not going to help you co-create in the new year. Honor it, put it on its shelf, and pull back its power. Allow that power to honor and to propel you forward. And then I have Strength, and this is 2024 is reduces to an 8, and this is Strength, which is an 8 card. I would encourage you to keep your perseverance and to keep your tenacity about what you are doing. This person is actually hand stitching a quilt. That takes time. It takes patience. It takes being willing to pull things out that don't work and to redo them. And that is part of the process. So let go of the stuff that no longer serves and take what you have and really put the detailed work into it. So thank you, our shining lights.
And that really resonated with me. The detailed work, the detailed work, the detailed work. And don't be afraid of the details. You know, it's necessary. Wow. Really good. Really tied in there.
It all makes a lot of sense. Oh, good.
Good.
All right. All right. Randy Gardner, what lesson do I need to work on this year?
Oh, she said lesson. Wow.
Okay.
Randy, you're psychic, first of all. Because we were tossing around. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is really a lesson, but Randy, when I tuned into you, it was like a line went from my heart to yours and then up. And then this line of light hit a prism, and it did the whole, thing that prisms do, split into all the different colors of the rainbow. So what do you need to let go of, I guess, is the idea that there is a specific thing. To be open to kind of be open to the magic, rather than focusing on one specific result or something, to kind of follow your intuition and know, without really knowing what's going to happen, know that that it's a step toward prosperity and abundance, I guess, is what that image means to me. Spirit, is there anything else for Randy about this? They're talking, and they're just giving me more rainbow stuff and Skittles and things like that. Yeah, I hope that was somewhat helpful, Randy.
Randy, what I was picking up for you is, I'm not sure if you have a companion, if you have a dog with you, but they're saying to simultaneously ground and to let go at the same time. Have your cord connected to the ground, to the earth, but also don't be afraid to let go and to experience your soul's vibration. Oh, wow.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep. That's exactly what Joan was saying.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Wow. Yep. And Yeah, she has a pup. That's good. That's good. That's
Love
good for grounding, and it's good for tethering. And they're just saying, don't be afraid to let go, and that you are always in control. And for your experience, it's almost like you're afraid to go the next step for your experience, but
Mhm.
it's just uncharted, and it's just apprehension. There is no fear there. So they're saying enjoy and let go sometimes. Mhm.
So, Randy, what I got for you is I pulled two cards, and both of them are sevens. And we are just finishing up a 7 year. And I will be clear and direct. Seven of Pentacles, you need to work on your patience. Stop trying to rush the universe in providing these wonderful opportunities for you. Show up and be willing to trust that you keep showing up, the universe is going to keep providing for you. I have the Chariot, which is this is the card when this shows up. This is and I like how you said this, Jean, sort of holding back, tethering. The Chariot can sometimes move really quickly and it can be a bit chaotic. It's also about paying attention to the options that you have. We see that this person is riding and they have at least 3 paths available to them. So patience. And I don't know, Randy, if you're an impatient person, I want enlightenment yesterday. So, but this is paying attention and paying attention to timing. I also would say pay attention to your dreams. I think you're going to start getting some details in your dreams.
Wow.
So
Beautiful.
So thank you, Randy. I did get a laugh. So questions are closed, fun boy. All right. I do want to share this. Wiki said, New Year, setting my table, including a little food, plus 12 grapes and rice raw spread on the table. A tradition for luck to have food all year.
Wow.
Nice.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Rishi, can I get a reading to know if there is a karmic lesson behind my current job hunt rejections?
Okay.
So
I'm getting a quick no on karmic lesson. I think let me just do that. But I got a quick no on that. It's not. There's no punishment. There's nothing that you did that would cause any of this to occur, and it's almost like there's a opportunity that is waiting to happen, and it's almost like there's a timing involved. And I think I told you this before, Rishi, is that there's and if Michelle's still here, there are astrological signs and oil painter. There are astrological signs that are in huge movements, huge aspects, huge combinations that are going to unlock a lot of things for us. So perhaps it is just a timing. And it almost reminds me of somebody who's saying, I want to have a baby. I want to have a baby. When am I going to have a baby? Well, the soul determines when the soul comes in. And I feel as though, you have this opportunity that is coming up for you, and it's just a matter of timing. So try not to reflect that on yourself. Don't take these things personally, and shake it off and just say, you know what, I'm going to have to wait a little bit longer because it's worth it. Somebody out there really needs you, your specific talent. And this is what's going to be opening up. The position isn't there yet, but when it is, you'll know.
yeah. Rishi said yes. You had mentioned all planets go direct on January 24th.
Yeah.
So
And oil painter can maybe help with that too, or Michelle. Yeah.
that's great. So
Yeah, when I tuned in, I actually saw the old hand pump that was on the corner of my parents' lot, and we used to play with this as kids, and pumping and pumping and pumping and pumping and pump. and it took forever to get any water coming up through it. But when it came, it gushed. And then later on in life, I realized that, well, there's this thing called priming the pump, putting water in to help get water out, and we didn't know about that. So in a way, it's like you were pumping the way we were. It's going to come, but it's just going to take quite a while, or it feels like it's taken quite a while. But it's also, just by doing this, you're kind of priming the pump, because you've been doing the interviews. Now they're considered practice, and you'll be on your A game for the one that's going to come through. And when I asked about timing, it is a matter of timing, and they reference back to when I was in the position to hire people, nothing happened. And, a lot of companies don't get their head count until the first of the year. Mm-hmm. And so that whole between Thanksgiving and the New Year is a pretty dead time for hiring. So a little bit from spirit and a little bit from the real world, but it's definitely coming, and it's going to flow freely, and it's going to be good. It's going to be something you're going to like.
Yeah, maybe more than one offer. The way you said it was flowing freely and gushing, right? Wow, Rishi.
Yeah. I got, an answer to your, is there a karmic lesson behind my current job hunt rejections? I got a straight up no. What I'm also seeing is reflected to what Joan and Jean said. Timing is bad. Lots of people, lots of companies are going through a lot of things. The key thing is for you to pay attention to each interview you go to. How can you grab something from that to help you in your next interview? So take notes, learn from it. It doesn't feel like it's you. It feels like it's the what's going on in the world. So, and I be very careful not to let defeatist thoughts interfere with you. You need to control what energy you're putting out there. And learn from every experience. Yes. Thank you, Rishi. And for those of you who are joining us, thank you for being here. Thank you for doing the thumbs up. You only need to put in your question once. Questions are currently closed. We've still got like 13 left, and we've got just another half hour. So we will do our best to get through to them. Randy added this. Thank you, Gerald. If I only dream, I don't dream, and I ask to remember my dreams. Keep asking for that. So, all right. Okay. Wiki, a great question. Wiki and then Viviani. In what way can I co-create in 2024?
So, Wiki, are you interested in starting your own channel? I feel like you're going to be doing some leading and some like picking up the reins and doing some leading others. Either that or beginning a group in your area. Almost like no more a spectator, a little bit more of a team lead or something like this is what I feel. You're going to be doing more planning.
Yeah. Wiki said, I have one that I don't use.
Okay. Right.
That's funny, because I couldn't quite make sense of what I was seeing. And this makes sense now that Jean sort of explained it. What I saw was right away, I saw this big circle that went around you. And a big circle, it was kind of not quite transparent, but it was white, a little foggy. And then it turned red as those flowers. And it was a red velvet robe with the white, like Santa Claus fur around the edges of it. And it became this, robe that you put on over your shoulders. And then you had the crown on and everything, and you were walking forward. So it's like you're taking your circle, you came out of the circle and you became the queen of the circle and are moving forward with it. So it's like either a circle, either online or in person, a circle of interests, a circle of friends, a circle of people who you're among them, and now you're going to be the queen. You're going to lead them on a merry adventure.
I love
E-
that.
Even if it's just sharing ideas with others and opening up others, the minds of others. Yeah.
Yeah. Wiki said, wow, that's cool. I look forward to that. I have, Wiki, what is important for you is for you to actually write it down, write things down to help manifest them. It does not necessarily have to make sense to you. If you get it out of your head through your hands and onto paper, it's going to help you. It's going to assist you. I see in 2024 you doing some more planning on what you're going to do with your energy, how you're going to actually invest in yourself. How can you supplement your own power and your own inspiration? I think that's great. An important thing to remember is just because something didn't work, don't dwell on it too long. Don't don't cry over spilled milk. Instead, look at that as okay, moving on. What's the next thing?
Mm-hmm.
Clean up the mess. So don't let it sit there and spoil, because nobody wants spoiled milk. But I really have this. I have an ace and then I have a 2. It's a progression. It's quite lovely. So, yep. Anything to get out of my head. Yeah. Get it out of your head onto the paper. Then you don't even have to look at it.
Even a podcast and just to have it recorded for yourself. And
Yes.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yes. I mean, that's a great point. You can post videos and keep them private.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's a diary. So, all right. Viviani is next, and then Sharon O'Brien. Viviani. So, hi, Jill. I want to make sure Viviani is here. I think I saw them recently. Don't make me pull out the phone. Yep. Yep. Okay, she's here.
I see you doing some historical activities there, Viviani. I'm not sure if you're going to go into looking into ancestors or into past lives, but I see a historical view for you. There's much for you to learn. Not necessarily. I mean, it's nice to have your own history, but you may be doing this for other people. And it's something that you have. It's like you have a wisdom about you that you're able to see history or sense history. But they're saying that you have a lot of knowledge, and it's almost like you're not intimidated by like 900 BC or something. Like none of that intimidates you. You're like, yeah, and you're able to grasp and to share like experiences. It's almost like there's a window there for you, Viviani.
Is it, she asked, maybe with the Akashic records?
Yeah. Yeah. You would be using, yes. Mm-hmm. Together with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. When I tuned into you, Viviani, what I saw was you. Okay. It's like a stairwell. I saw the stairs going up, going up, going up, but it's in cross section. So it's like on the side of the building, there's a railing on the inside, but there's no railing on the side that I'm looking at you. So it's like open to it seems like it's open to the world. So that looks a little scary. And I think they're doing that to show that even though it seems a little scary, keep going, and because you're running up these stairs, you're going fast, up another flight, up another flight, all the way up. And then you finally get up onto the top floor and go out. Kind of, it looks like a an apartment building or somewhere in New York or a big city, because you're up on the roof, kind of a patio or an area on the roof, and you can see all the stars, even though it's in a big city. This doesn't make sense. This is just my vision. You can see all the stars. It's a new perspective. So it's like you're doing something difficult, you're doing it well, even though it seems scary, but it's taking you, it's going to take a while, but it's bringing you all the time. There's like little achievements on each landing, and then you get the big full picture. And what did I say? It's a new vantage point. It's a new, like, once you get to the top, it's kind of life-changing once you get up there. But even though it seems like it's sort of repetitive with each landing, to just keep going, because you're doing a great job. And I pulled an angel card for you and got the Archangel of Constance, who said, "Bring heaven to earth." And that's kind of what I was seeing by continuing on the path that you're going on, even though it's a little scary. You're in your own way bringing spirit, bringing heaven to earth.
I like that. And Viviani said, "Great message, Joan. Thank you."
You're very welcome.
In co-creating, it is important for you not to carry stuff that does not belong to you. Set the heavy box down and only take out of it what is yours and what will serve you as you move forward. And I mean, this is the 7 of Wands. This is the 10 of Wands. It's a lot of energy. Where you are putting your energy, this 7 of Wands says, wait for the right time to do things. You are being guided. You don't have to get pushy. Show up. And the sevens are about luck. So if you keep showing up, there's going to be some opportunities that are actually going to present themselves to you. In particular, I think with the Akashic Record stuff. So I think that's exciting. So thank you. Yeah, she's been on with Val doing Akashic Record readings.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's wonderful to have an opportunity to practice that. So, oh, and Viviani said, I saw 7777 today.
Wow.
Okay. All right. Sharon O'Brien, are you still here? And then we have Craig Dixon next. Sharon O'Brien. Here, okay. Ask the subject, what can we co-create for 2024?
Well, contrary to the other readings, I was getting that to create a sense of calmness and balance in your vicinity, in your home, in your room, in your yard, in your area, wherever you are. There is this calmness and balance. It's almost like to create tranquility, or the place, or the create the space for tranquility and balance. There is this sacredness that you're going to be walking, and it's just almost like a soft place to curl up with a book and have some balance. And that's what I'm getting for you, to create this for you, Sharon.
And Sharon, when I tuned in, I saw you, you had a bird in your hands, and you just kind of threw it out the window. And as it flew away, it was like a white dove, but it had in its little mouth, it had a little card. So there was a message there. And so you are, I think what this means is there is something that you need to tell someone. Maybe there's been an issue, but there's something you need to communicate to a person or organization or something. And then you just need to let it go so that it's not bothering you anymore. And maybe it's something that maybe you don't have to tell them in person. Maybe you write it down and rip up the letter, or maybe you send the letter and then just like, okay, it's over with. Maybe you know, however you want to communicate this. but it's a way of releasing. There's some issue that's just been gnawing at you or nagging at you more than gnawing. And it's time to put it to rest. And whatever way you want to send that message, send it and then just let it go. And then you can have more of the peace that Jean was talking about. Oh, and I
Very
pulled a
nice.
card and it said, the Archangel of Serenity, weave a new story.
Ooh.
So that, yeah, so that way you can start a new story and let that one go.
I like that, because that goes out with the Magician. You have what it is you need to create your new story. Don't forget that. Don't be looking outside of yourself and what you have around you and what is available, because the second card I got for you, Sharon, is the Ace of Pentacles. This is a new thing. It's a new project. It's a new source of money. It's a new thing. I think realizing that you have a lot of potency and power about you is how you can co-create and do something with it. I simply put, it's like, wow, okay, pretty straightforward. So thank you, Sharon. Hope that meant was good. And all right, I've got Craig and then Janice Kath. So Craig is asked, Jean, Joan, and Gerald, does my mom, Martha, and dad, Benjamin, have anything to say to me? Sharon said they've been out of balance.
Mm.
Okay.
Well, your dad's telling me do what your mother says, so I'm going to check with your mom. He's saying that he usually does defer to her, and she's saying follow your heart. She's saying we are always in your heart. She's saying make sure that you do your grounding exercises in the grounding, making sure that you're connecting with the earth in some way, shape, or form to soak in the views. Soak in the views. It'll help to sort of calm and rest your whatever this is that needs calming. It's almost like there'll be medicine through the eyes, through the views that you see. But your mom just wants to soothe you, and she just says trust your heart and to ground is what she's saying.
I love that.
And when I tuned into your mom right away, I kind of got a feeling in the pit of my stomach. I'm wondering if she had, if she passed of something with abdominal issues or something in her abdomen that was wrong. But then it moved up, the feeling moved up to the heart, and there's just lots and lots of love for you there. And when I was asking for a message, let's see. I got the idea of releasing. She was showing me an archer, and I'm seeing the archer from the back, and he's taking the the bowstring back and doing everything because he's practiced so much. He knows how to hold his hand and all that stuff and aiming. But then when it really comes time, all you have to do is just gently release the string. So she said, do all the work up, all the work that you need to do to whatever it is, the goal that you're achieving, but realize that it's just a matter of then releasing, not having to force something into being. It's a matter of, and the prep work and everything can be the manifesting part of it, but then just kind of releasing the worry and the concern of, is this right? Or is this how I do it? Or and just kind of think of the archer and just gently letting go, and your arrow will hit the target.
Mm.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, that's well said. I like that image. Craig, your mom wants you to know you are more intuitive than you give yourself credit for, and she is encouraging you to start doing something with it. It's been sitting on the shelf, or you haven't been trusting it enough. And mom goes, "It's time, dear. It's time. Do something with it." Expect it to come in spurts and not be as smooth. You like to have things work very well, Craig. I completely understand that. Mom is around you. She is helping you. Lean into that. And I'm going to say, your dad says what mom said. I mean, I got this Ace of Pentacles again, which is it's starting something new. It also suggests your dad saying maybe there's something in which you can invest in, and it's investing in your intuitive aspects, because you've always had them. Pay attention to them. Give them some time in the sun. So thank you, Craig. Appreciate that. Craig did say on Christmas Day, I stopped by the cemetery to visit.
Oh,
That's
nice.
very sweet. That's very sweet. So, okay. All right. We've got Janice. And then we have Kristen. So Janice said, if I work at Black Llama as bartender, how am I going to feel working there? So.
Oh, and Craig said that his mom didn't die of any kind of abdominal thing. So maybe that gut feeling I was getting was about your following your intuition. So yeah. Now on to Janice.
so Janice, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. What I'm getting is yes, you'll enjoy it, but I feel as though it might get old pretty fast. Like 6 to 9 months, you'll be like, I need to move on, or this just isn't everything I thought it would be. But it's going to be really, really fun for you in the beginning, and you might even make some connections there. But that's just what my pendulum was saying. I hope if you want to stay there long term, that works out for you. But as of right now, it's 6 to 9 months is what I was picking up for you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I asked through the pendulum right away and got, will Janice like working there? And I got a very kind of, not a big swing. It was a yes, but not a big swing. And then I asked it the other way, will she not like working there? And got, it's a double negative, but I got a no kind of the same way. So it was sort of like, And then I went to the cards, and from the feathers deck, I got the ostrich, who is saying the choice is clear, follow the wisdom and truth that you feel in your heart. So kind of do what you want to do. And I think also the ostrich is kind of a unusual bird. And if it seems sort of intriguing and unique and something that you haven't done before, or just sort of interesting, give it a try for a while and see. It's not a big swing one way or the other for me.
I got Janice. One of the things, I'm fully supporting what these two amazing readers have said. I got when you go in, you're going to have a lot of opportunity to make things happen. You're going to have a lot of good ideas. They're going to be accepted. You're going to be able to make things to make some changes. I'm also feeling that perhaps it may come under new management. It may be sold and things would be different. It could be an opportunity for you to help to create something, to create something new, to plan something for how it's going to work. And Janice, and so, okay, then I can use it to make connections and get more experience. Yes, very, very much so. But I got the idea. If you're going to go in, you're going to be able to, you know the things that need to be done, you get them done. But I do get this feeling of it might change. The management might change. So could be. So thanks, Janice.
Yeah, Janice, have you ever considered working in a resort or in a like? I kind of feel like maybe you move to more of a seaside or a lakeside or more of a vacation kind of a spot, because you have a lot to offer. You have a beautiful energy about you and your smile, and you really do connect with your clients and customers, and you just have a beautiful way about you. And I think that some people who need a workhorse may take advantage of you, and you'll do it, but not that you're just the bartender. You're not the help. You're not the everything, you're not the chimney sweep and the bartender. You're the bartender. When you're going to do what you do best. But I feel as though you have a lot more to offer, and it's very energetic, and it comes through your heart. It comes through your eyes and your smile. And I feel as though when you're in this sort of resort or vacation kind of area where other people are just really celebrating and happy, and I don't know, that might come up. That might be an option for you wherever you are. Yeah. So that's
And
what
Janice, it was at a resort type of area.
Yeah. Vacation spot. Yeah.
Yep, vacation spot. That's the word. So, all right. So I have Kristen, Samalisa, Samantha, and Fogo Pogo. Please let me know you're here. Kristen, Samalisa, Samantha, and Fogo Pogo, and that'll bring us to the hour. So, Kristen, if you're here, please let us know. Of course, I could always do the phone.
Oh, can we do it just once? Do we have time?
Yes, of course we have time. All right, here we go. Kristen, please pick up the white courtesy phone. I see you. Kristen, it's your time. All right.
Oh, that's wonderful.
All right. So our next 4 readings are here. So this is great. And by the way, thank you, Craig, for tipping. That was very nice of you.
Yes, thank you, Craig. It was Kristen, do you have little fur babies? I see you taking care of fur babies. I see you taking care of babies and fur babies and being a mom and a grandmom and almost like sitting for other people's pets, or there's something around your pets and the ability to caretake. You're very much a caretaker. I think that you might be doing more of this, either that. I don't know if you're a breeder or if you're a foster dog owner or something like this that you're going to be doing more of in this area. Not sure if that makes any sense to you.
She has 3 cats, 2 kids still at home, and a respiratory therapist at work. Okay.
Okay.
Kristen, when I tuned in, I saw an apple, just a nice big red apple with a little green leaf on the stem. And I thought, okay, so what's with the apple? And then it came to me that you either are or will be in a position to teach and sharing your wisdom with others. It could be at work, it could be with friends or the kids, and it's teaching in a way. They were bringing my attention to like the Johnny Appleseed thing, where he was traveling all along and gave people enough apples and enough apple seeds so they could grow their own apple trees. And it's teaching in that way, not just like do what I say this time, but I'm going to give you the knowledge so that you can go on and be more independent and teach others and all of that. So it's a real gift of giving people the knowledge that gives them freedom and the ability to do what they do next and to stand on their own 2 feet. So yeah, that's beautiful.
Mm. So Kristen, co-creating, use the time between now and the new year to get a new perspective on things. Use this time to sit in some contemplation, allow things to show up, and to do some meditation on it. So the Hanged Man is about getting enlightenment by changing your perspective, allowing things to come to you. The world is coming for you. There's a lot of wonderful things that are available. Did somebody mention travel at all? Did anybody mention travel, or was that there's an opportunity for you to maybe do some traveling? But with fur babies and children at home, that could be challenging. I say pay attention to it. Then Kristen, I got the Ace of Swords again. It's time for you to, I don't know if you're supposed to write a book, you're supposed to be getting something out of your head and on paper. Maybe it could be taking some schooling for your work. But there's some opportunity there for you to take stuff out of here, put it on paper so that it can manifest. So thank you, Kristen. I hope that was helpful.
Yes.
I hope that was helpful. And by the way, please everybody subscribe to Joan's channel. She needs one more person to get to 430 people. So
thank you so much.
So and then we need to get you 70 more to get you to 500. All right. Samaliza is here. So we've got future love life for them. Rahi and Samaya. Oh, Kristen said, I also have grown children that live in Bali and Portugal and Iowa that I like to visit.
Oh, lovely.
Very good. So is it an either or thing? She's asking, is it Rahil or Samia? Right? Or no, that's her name, Samia.
Yes.
So Rahil, so the 2 of you.
Yeah, what's the future love life?
Of these 2, of Samia and Rahil. Okay. She's Samia and he's Rahil. Is it favorable for Samia? Is it favorable for Rahil? Well, it's he's going to get the better end of the stick, but it's favorable for both of you. I only feel like maybe like the compromises, how when you begin a relationship and if it goes somewhere and one person has to leave their apartment and move into the other person's apartment, you're the one's going to have to move. You know what I mean? Like, I feel as though you might be the one doing the compromising, but you'll be better off in the end. But I feel as though both for you and for Raheel, it's a favorable union.
Yeah, I asked through the pendulum and got the same thing, that it does look favorable for both of you. But then I tuned in and I saw you kind of all dressed up and doing this dance that I've never seen before. But it's one where your hands come together and then you turn with your backs to each other and walk several paces away from each other. And then coming back together again and then walking away from each other. And so there was a little bit of that, of like, yeah, we're together, but there's some differences to work out. And then you started doing more traditional Western dance where you kind of like swing dancing or something. And you're, anyhow, you're you were together after that doing lots of great moves. So I think there might be a period of a little back and forth, but after that, you're dancing closely together and doing great moves.
So I have for you the idea of the future love. Love is it's very passionate right now. That's how it's going to start, and then reality sets in to where you've got to figure out how to operate and how the two of you interact with each other, rather than outside influences, perhaps. So it is that thing. If that makes sense, it's like, it's all good, and then you get married. It's the hard work starts the day after, because it's like Jean said, somebody's going to have to, where are you going to live and all that stuff. And so it's one of those things to for there to be a solid future, you need to understand how to disagree appropriately so that everybody is heard. And it's not fighting, it's a disagreement. How do you work? How do you figure that out? You're in separation for now. You've got to figure out how to argue fairly. I have the Two of Wands, and this is the card of how is it going to play out? You have to think just beyond the near future. So I wish you the best with that. You keep seeing him in your dreams. So I hope that works. That's a lot of work.
Yeah.
It's an incredible amount of work. So, and yeah, there's that period of adjustment. That's what I was talking about. So, okay. We've got Samantha, Kaylee, and Joyful Journey. Samantha.
Okay.
By the way, you are currently at 430 subscribers. People have been showing up.
Thank you so much. You're right. You do have the best chatters.
Thanks,
I appreciate
everybody.
every one of those.
Yes. And did I see Samantha? I think I saw Samantha earlier.
Yeah, let's check because we only have a few minutes. Oh, okay, she's here. Okay.
Yep, she's here. Great.
And then who's next?
We've got I've got Fogo and Joyful. So if we can squeeze those in,
Yeah,
I will. So here we go.
It's about seeing things clearly. When I tuned in, I saw the moon. You know how sometimes in the morning you can see the moon in the daytime? And the moon, as you know, Gerald, and in the tarot card, things aren't clear in the moonlight. But this was seeing the moon during the daytime. So that if there is something in your life that it's like, I don't know about this, bring it out into the daylight, even if it's something that you don't really want to bring out into the daylight. Mm-hmm. And let the light shine on it and see it for what it is. Okay, Spirit. So now tell us. And now I'm seeing it like the full moon, and then within that is the kind of the image of the man on the moon in a crescent, and he's smiling. And there's something about the process of doing this that's going to be fulfilling to you, because it's going to make you feel like, yeah, now I get it. Now I can make the decision. Now I have all the facts. Yeah, so whatever, bringing something that's been kind of hidden or kind of bugging you out into the daylight will be helpful.
Literally enlightenment, and that's what I got. I got the enlightenment, the Queen of the Light, enlightenment. I'm sorry, illumination, enlightenment, and celebration. Look at that. That's exactly what Joan was describing.
Yes,
the Queen of the Light. Happens. So enlightenment, literally, and I think enlightenment will be sparked in the other way too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Samantha, I got the 9 of Pentacles for you. This is the card of a lot of hard work has gotten you to where you are. You need to appreciate the hard work that you've been doing. Honor yourself with that, recognizing it. I also got the 9 of Wands. So I got 2 9s, and the 9 of Wands is the card of you're almost finished. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Don't stop just because the road has been long. Keep showing up. And that's how you can co-create in 2024. So keep showing up. All right.
And then she gets the payoff, right?
Oh, she totally gets the payoff. Yeah. I mean, come on.
Yeah. Cool.
It's great. Okay.
You're not out of quarters yet, Samantha.
That's true. That's true.
I love that image too, that she had the wrist brace on. Because she's been working so hard.
Yes. Okay, so Fogo or Joyful Journey, which of you is here?
Fogo said she was. Oh, no, I'm sorry. You said she was next. I was reading.
I said she was next. I'm just looking for Kaylee. And by the way, we got an update from Janice who said, and I also want to validate that they're changing the name soon because something happened to. So maybe that's the change in management you talked about.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
Good to know. Okay, Fogo is here. All right. How can I best get out of my way in 2024?
So I think there's a little bit of healing that needs to be done. I picked up this, it's a detox, and it's repairing the body, mind, and spirit. And look at, he's in the bathtub. It's a detox and repairing the body, mind, and spirit. There's some healing that needs to be done there. So just taking care of yourself and restoring, recuperating, and the body, mind, especially the body is what I'm really, body and spirit, but body, mind, and spirit. But it starts physically, it's almost like preparing the vehicle for the spirit to emerge. But a lot of healing going on there.
Mm-hmm.
That's funny when that was sort of water related, wasn't it? Swimming?
Yes, in the bathtub.
In the bathtub, that's what it was. Because what I saw was first you were for some reason you were dressed like Alice in Wonderland, but you were going boom out a window. You were just flying boom with your arms, behind you, and then it went into the dive and you dove into the ocean. And I thought, of course, what does this mean? But it just like dive in. There was so much energy. You were flying and then you were diving in the water, which is, just letting the water be all around you and kind of cleansing and detoxing, as Jean was saying. And yeah. Okay, Spirit, wrap this up for me. What does this mean? I keep hearing innocently taking action. Like Alice was this innocent going into this other land and learning all kinds of different things. And to kind of go in innocently, but she kept moving forward. So getting out of your own way, go ahead and take action. But I don't know. I think you're going to put together what these images mean more than I can right now. Spirit, one more time. What does this mean for getting out of your own way? It's just the action of taking action and diving in.
Yep. She said water and swimming is one of my favorite things.
Okay, good.
Kaylee, get out of your own way, because just make sure that you tie up the roller skates tightly to keep your ankles safe. Do the safety check. How do you get out of your own way? Do the safety check and start the journey. Make sure that you put all of your safety gear on and the stuff that you know you need to do, even though it takes a little extra time, do it. And spend time with people who celebrate you. This is the 3 of Cups. It's the card of shared minds, like ideas, people who celebrate you, they value you, they want to see you succeed because they want to see you succeed. That's it. So I've been told to keep my childlike joy of things is going to help me moving forward. Yeah. I mean, as an adult, I don't want to roller skate, but boy, as a kid, it was all about the roller skating. And she said, also just started doing some deep shadow work.
Good for you.
So kudos to you. Keep showing up. All right. I did not see Joyful Journey here when I tried. So I want to say thank you to the two of you for joining me. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. I have fixed the link to Joan's channel in my description because it wasn't working, but I fixed it. So got that taken care of. So
yeah, thank you, Gerald. This was so much fun, and we actually got the phone. We got to use the phone.
Yeah.
Yes. and Joyful just popped in. So I'd like to, because so that was good. Would love to know whether I should continue in healthcare. We'll do this as quickly as we can, Joyful. Thank you for letting us know you're here.
See, as you can see, my pendulum is saying yes, but I'm hearing in a different way. So maybe taking your skills and just turning them a little. Maybe there's a different way to use the skills that you have in healthcare.
Yeah, I'm saying it's still a go for you. It's still lucrative for you, and a good fit for your energy as well.
I'm wondering if I'm wondering if there's going to be a restructuring where you're working, and you may have an opportunity. I'm curious as if you move into management. And I don't know if that's a good thing for you or a bad thing, but I'm getting that there is, of course, with lots of things, people are trying to save money. And the overall feeling is you are quite good at what you are doing. I have the Magician and I have the Queen of Pentacles. You're quite good at what you're doing. I'm wondering if there is a shift, as I think Joan said, but not in the way. I'm curious as if you're going to have a chance to move into management or into training, which actually could be really nice.
So, Gerald, what you're saying is limitless possibilities? Limitless the stars in the sky, limitless possibilities. There you go, Joyful Journey. That's beautiful.
I love that. Yeah.
That was a fun one to end on.
Yeah, you've got a lot of the skills that are needed in healthcare and putting it where it needs to be.
You make a difference in other people's lives for sure.
Yeah.
Exactly. All right. Yeah. Perfect way to end a reading. So everyone, thank you. Thank my guests by saying, liking and sharing and subscribing. Everybody take care. Bye.
And Gerald too. Bye, everybody.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thanks so much.